Welcome back. It's still Breakfast Daily on Citi TV. Thank you guys so much for staying with us. Now, our discovery today is a young woman who's preaching financial literacy in a very creative way through just taking our regular Susubox and innovating them in a way that will just blow your mind. She's joining us all the way from the Western region. And throughout our conversations, if you have any questions, let us know. The hashtag to use is Breakfast Daily. And the WhatsApp line is 0550-585832. If you're outside Ghana, the country code is +233. And if you're on Twitter, you can tweet at me at Citi TV. Her name is Priscilla Rabina Akins. She's the founder of Abby Susubox. Good morning, Priscilla.
Good morning, Zufa.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me here.
Now, how did you come about this brilliant idea?
Okay, so I was thinking about starting something on my own. I was working, but then I had to relocate, so I had to leave that job.
Okay.
So I was thinking, okay, I don't have any offer at hand. Am I just going to sit at home? So I was just thinking about what I could do. And I remembered I had one Susubox I had, just the regular ones on the street. Yes. And I was in traffic, in a church in traffic, and I saw these guys carrying the normal wooden ones. So I was thinking, how will I make this look nicer? So we moved forward, and I saw a woman selling these African print cloth, and the idea clicked, like, okay, maybe I could try that. So I immediately got a yard of cloth, and then I went home and I tried it. I showed it to my cousin, and she posted on her status, and people started commenting. So I felt, okay, maybe this could work, and I got more boxes, and here I am.
Did you have any background in this? Because I'm informed that you're actually a sociology graduate.
Yes, and professionally I've been working as an administrative assistant.
Okay.
So this just came up, and I started doing it, and I was doing that alongside working. So, but now I want to really give it more attention, because I feel like there is a lot I can do with it, and I'm here, so
you must be doing something right.
Yes.
And we're so proud of you.
Thank you.
How has this helped you teach young kids financial literacy, the importance of saving and everything else?
Okay, so that was the target, because I wanted to, when I started, I felt like, okay, maybe kids will love this, but I realized the
adults,
they even love it more. They buy it, the working class buy it. But yeah, I still feel like targeting the youth will be best, because it's good we teach them whilst they are young. I remember I didn't really get that financial education when I was growing up, and even though I studied economics, the educational syllabus doesn't really teach you that much of like how to save, how to budget, how to invest your money and all that. So I feel like targeting the youth is best, so that they learn all these, and I'm studying to get more knowledge about financial literacy, so that I can share, and not just them putting the money inside, but like, what do you do with the money afterwards? So it all falls under financial literacy education. So
now let's talk about the boxes themselves, because this, I don't know if you guys can see, is so well done. You know, the finishing is so on point. What's the creative process like? Walk us through it.
Okay, so I get the normal boxes, and then I get the African print. I select the fabrics myself. So I look out for something that will be catchy. The design, does it represent, when you see it, do you see African with it? So like this, you see this old woman with a stick. You see, it looks very African, and this as well is colorful. So I just get the boxes, I get the clothes, and then I make them myself.
Now, making a product is one thing. Getting your cousin to post it for a few friends to order is it's a different thing. But sustaining it as a business is a completely different thing. What did you learn along the process?
I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot, because when I started, okay, I knew I wanted to sell it, but I didn't really have the mind to make it big. So when I started, but like, I like reading, researching a lot. So when I get an idea, I go online, I read about it and see how I can develop it. So with the little knowledge I gained from the places I've worked, my first job was at an educational consult, but my boss gave me a lot of exposure to research, to know how to venture into certain businesses. So I picked that one, and then I worked with a marketing firm too, and we had exhibitions and also people like how to market your product to people. So I use knowledge from all the places I've worked, and then I use that in my business now. So a lot goes into it, but I feel like I've grown a lot in the branding, because I feel like it's the branding that has gotten me here. Because if it was just the Susubox,
everybody sees the
of course, but it's just the branding that has made it like this, yeah.
So for aspiring entrepreneurs watching us this morning, what would you tell them about, because somebody wants to start something in a space, they're like, it's Susubox. Everybody already has access to Susubox. Why would people come and buy my Susubox?
Yes.
What would you tell them about the importance of branding?
So first, I would say research about what you want to do. Just go and see, is someone doing something like that? And how can you make it better? If there's no one doing it, how can you quickly get the idea to grow? So you research, you talk to people, and then for me, I took advantage of every little opportunity I got. Like when I get any job offer, I've worked at a lot of places, and like for short time, yeah. But I feel like they all help me gain knowledge. So someone will say, this job is not really paying well, why are you there? But like, it's more of the knowledge I'm getting, yeah. So take advantage of every opportunity you get so that it helps you grow. And then you'll be criticized,
What are some of the crazy things you've heard from people?
When I started, people were like, and you Susubox like it's so easy to do, like what's so special about it? And people felt okay, it was more expensive than the normal ones on the street.
How much is it?
Okay, so I have it in sizes, as you see. This is 20 cedis, this is 30 cedis, and that's 40 cedis.
It's not all
it's
that
not expensive.
Guys,
I know.
The manpower that goes into this alone.
Exactly, like the fabrics cost.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Your labor costs too.
Exactly. So you'll be criticized, but like take that in good faith and then improve upon it, and then get support, because I've gotten a lot of support from friends and family, and that's also helped me a lot. So
let's talk about the role of social media in your business.
Okay.
How did it help?
Tremendously, because most of my business things I do on Instagram, yes, and most of my orders come from Instagram as well. And then when people post and refer, people see it online. So most of my stuffs are from online. My sales and my recommendations are from referrals through social media. So it has helped a lot. And with the Instagram, I'm mostly active on Instagram. I'll be more active on Facebook. And
your visuals are beautiful. If Instagram is working for you, stick to Instagram. Yes. Don't feel bad for being on it.
I feel like I can relate more to it, and I like the display of the app. Like I can easily navigate, but I'm learning. Of course, I can't limit myself, because there are a lot of people who are on Facebook that can actually get access to it. So I would expand. Eventually I'll get a website so that those outside Ghana can also order and get their boxes.
Speaking of those outside Ghana, what's your vision for Abby Susubox?
Now it's like I've gotten a lot of vim.
You need the vim.
Yeah, so
own it.
Yeah, I have a lot of ideas that I want to do. Like I said, it covers a broad topic, yes. So with the financial literacy, like I said, I'm studying. I'll take more courses on it so that I can become a financial literacy coach, so that I can coach people on how to manage their money, their finances and all. With Abby Susubox, in a few years, hopefully you see it as a savings and loans company, where maybe you save in your Susubox, then you bring the money to our institution, and then we invest it for you and all that. So I have big plans, and internationally, I'm looking to collaborate with people. There are a lot of people out there that, these whites, they love this African stuff. So yes, I'm working on it. So we'll see how that goes.
What are some of the challenges you face? Because people are watching us at home, they think it's all easy. She just started a few years ago. Now she's on TV and she's making orders. Tell us some of the challenges you faced.
So, like I said, people thinking, oh, I can get it for cheaper. But like, I think now it's not really a challenge because people are really accepting it because I'm making it more nicer. And then the challenge also is with people wanting the ones that can easily be opened. So I get like orders and someone like, oh, so I have to break it before I use it. I'm like, yeah, so that I come and buy another one. But that's not the main idea.
You should just say so that you come and buy another one.
Yes, then I'll get money. But I do it like this because I feel like it will help you to stick to your...
And be disciplined.
Yeah, so that...
A lot of us are not disciplined at all.
Exactly. So, yeah, so that's also another challenge. But I'm working on getting more ideas where those who want that type can get that type as well. So, yeah.
How do we deal with the doubt as young entrepreneurs? You start something new, people start to say, nobody will buy it, this is that. How do you tune out all those voices and focus on what you're working on?
I remember when I made my first batch of boxes, not the very first, but like when I got a lot of, I was home and I got up and I took a bag, I put the boxes inside and I started working in the community, the Spintex. And I'll go to the shop, oh, please, I make these boxes. And I'm like, oh, okay, then. So I'm like, okay. The feedback, some of the feedback could have gotten me discouraged because I was like, oh, it's not nice. Like, it looked weird to them that like a young girl, a nice girl, and you're going about selling Susuboxes. But I got to this place where I met a man and apparently he was a manager at a bank and he bought like 3 boxes for his kids. And he was very intrigued by how I was well dressed and I was walking around just selling Susubox. He was like, okay, he sees something there and he spoke to me and that stuck in my mind. So I stick to the positive side. I didn't let the negative side get to me that much. So that's it. I feel like if you know what you're about, people will eventually come to accept it. So you just build on it and then people will come around.
Now let's talk about some of the challenges with working with some of our artisans. Let's say you get a big order and then the person says, I have to go to a funeral. Madam Kwa, you don't pay me enough to be stressing me out. Okay, how do you deal with that?
The thing is, I do everything myself.
You do everything yourself?
Everything.
You're kidding?
Yes.
So you don't have a team?
No, I do everything myself, but I'm working on...
How long did it take you to do this?
These 3?
Yes, let's start with this one.
It depends. If I'm really concentrating within a few minutes, like say, I can get 1 done.
Wow,
yeah.
Okay.
But I'm working on getting a team, so if you know anyone who would like to be a sales assistant or work with me on this, I'll be very much opened. Yeah. And yeah, I'm working on getting a team. Hopefully we'll get a a shop or something.
You don't even need a shop. You
yeah,
can do it from
because I'm doing it online. Exactly. But like now. in future, I'm talking long term, so we'll get there. Yeah, so that's another challenge. I do it myself, so well, I'm okay for now, but I'm working on getting help. So
nice. We have some messages here. Let me read them. Prince Caleb says, great Barbara Velma Akins. Is that your sister?
Yes.
Shout out to your sister.
Hi.
She says, amazing Susubox. And then Nina from Tertiary State said, this is a good initiative. Thumbs up, Rabna. So, Rabna, lastly, for all the young people who are watching us who are discouraged, maybe they've lost their job, they are run out of money, what would you tell them about using that brief period to think about something around you that you can innovate on to really provide value to people?
Like, look at me, I'm an example, you know. Like I said, that period when I was had to relocate, so I had to leave that job. I didn't just go and stay at home. Well, initially, because I was trying to get there, I was just home doing nothing, and I used that period to start this. So if you get an idea, just start working on it as soon as possible. Read, like research about it. I'm sure there are a lot of people who are doing similar, if not the same thing. So you learn a little from them, and then you improve it. If there are a lot of people who are doing it as well, how many fast food joints do we have around? It depends on your brand, your marketing and all that, and then use your connections. Like at first I wasn't really the type, I'm an introvert, so I used to be by myself. I wouldn't approach people, but this Susubox thing has really made me open up. I meet people and I speak to them just to engage them, because everybody's a potential customer. You never know who your next client is. You never know who your next connection, business partner is. So I speak to everybody, no matter how they look or who they are. So that's one advice I'll give, and just ask for help if you need it. That's all.
Rabina, where do we follow you on social media? Okay,
so mostly I'm active on Instagram at Abby Susubox, ABBY_Susubox. Yes, so I work on the Facebook, but you can also WhatsApp me on 0240 634 611.
Any special people you want to give a shout out to?
My family, my mom, my sisters, my cousins. They've been so supportive, so supportive. My friends, doing amazing as well. They're also young entrepreneurs. Duke's Fashion Line.
They will all come, don't worry.
Yeah,
they'll come later.
So thank you all so much for the love. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Rabina, for being with us. And guys, let's go out there and support her. It's a beautiful initiative. All three of this is actually, it's under 50 cities, right? You can get it for your children. It's fun. It's a great way of teaching them how to save. It's important, right? It's getting harder and harder and harder to live in Ghana. We need to start teaching kids how to save. And I see Evans Maoli and Evans Floyd already, like, the guys in the studio park out, they're like, we're going to start saving because the month is not even over, and then they've run out of their salaries, so they are all going to get this. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.